Welcome to Snap Vegan, where eating on the cheap doesn't have to kill you. And I always have a gray hair day. Hi, I'm Kathy, and today's topic is SNAP. Do you qualify? Let's find out right now. So type in your search bar, how to apply for SNAP. The first result should be how to apply for SNAP benefits, and it'll take you right to the USDA.gov SNAP page. Once you arrive at the USDA website, you'll see off to the right how to apply for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. You read the information there. It'll give you more assistance in how to find your state SNAP hotline. Also, there's a link to your state here. You just click on your particular state and it'll give you your local office and how to apply. Also, great information on the program itself. How to check your application status, SNAP and farmers markets, all kinds of great information here on the website. You can also sign up for their email list and get updates on what's going on with the SNAP program. Now, your income also, I clicked on eligibility requirements, and you can check for resources, income. So let's look at the income. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, if you have one in your household, you can get have income up to $1,287 a month. Your net monthly income, which is your after expenses or 100% of poverty, is $990 a month. So, and then you'll see the list here to other household sizes and what have you. So if you qualify for SNAP, you should apply for it. It gives you a 20% deduction from your earned income, a standard deduction of $157 for household sizes 1 to 3 people, and $168 for a household size of 4 and higher in some households. The dependent care deduction when needed for work, and other valuable information on this site. I highly recommend that you find out if you are qualified by visiting the USDA website. So there you have it. Now you know what to search for, where to go, how to find out. Now what are we going to do? Are you afraid your neighbors might find out you're on food stamps? Screw that noise, girlfriend. You need the help. Apply. Because pride will not feed your family. You hear me? So, you know, for the time you need it, get it. And when you don't need it, stop it. It's pretty simple. Also, give you an example. Yesterday was Saturday, and it was the day where my local food bank distribution center distributes food to the public. And I often go to that and find out, you know, not find out, but, you know, I'll go and you know, see what they have available. And a lot of times I turn a lot of the food away because it's just something I shouldn't be eating. And since I'm on a journey to have better health, you know, I'll just say thank you and no thank you, and move on to the lettuce or, you know, vegetables, what have you. So, but I'm good. I don't really need anything right now. I did go to Walmart and get some more almond milk and tomatoes and just onions, miscellaneous things, because, you know, I'm on disability and I got paid Friday. So, you know, I used $71 of my disability pay to, you know, buy some food up front and things, you know, food stamps don't pay for. I had to get laundry detergent and dish soap and, yes, shampoo. But, you know, my shampoo lasts me forever, so I won't have to do that again anytime soon. But, so, I'm good. You know, number one rule, if you need help, get it. And if you don't need help, don't go and take away from the people that really need the help. I mean, I could have gone and, you know, food hoarded a bunch of stuff around. Don't do that. Please don't do that. There are people who need it much more than I do right now, and my freezer is full. I'll go and I'll buy big bags of frozen corn, broccoli. I'll get like bags of kale, spinach, collards. Yeah, spinach, collards mostly, and then I'll, you know, cut them up and put them in a Ziploc bag and stick them in my freezer, because they'll go bad in my refrigerator because it's just me here. So in a quart size Ziploc bag, you know, that's enough for 2 meals for me. I'll just take it out as I need it. And I also reuse my Ziploc bags. I just wash them out, turn them inside out, let them dry, use them again, because they're expensive. Excuse me. I got a nose itch problem, don't I? I did it in the other video too. But anyway, so, you know, if you get help, or there's a lot of food banks available too. Farm trucks and what have you in my particular area. You know, I could go every day but Thursday, and go stand in line and see what they've got and bring home food. But if I don't need it, I don't go. I don't go just to go to hoard food. If I have a need, my needs, I usually always, almost every month, all the time, I'll run out of money first, then kale, then lettuce, then celery and tomatoes, and then I'm just stuck at the end of the month for the last like week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I just do without. I also have backup cans of fire roasted tomatoes, and I have canned green beans. Doggone my nose. You know, I have canned foods too, but I use the fresh food first and use the cans for backup. Now, I had a friend of mine, there's another program if you're disabled or 60 and older that we'll talk about another time, that you might could qualify for, that you can get food once a month from the government. And it has juice and, you know, breakfast things, whether it's oatmeal or they have canned vegetables, pastas. I mean, it's not a lot, but, and beans. Beans. Yes, beans. I love beans. Musical fruit, you know? But you know what? Since I started eating like this, that musical fruit business, boy, was that going on for about the first 3 weeks. But after that, not so much. So, learned a lot, you know, soak your beans overnight, get the dried beans, soak them overnight, rinse them out, you know, do all that. hadn't had so much of a problem with that anymore. I mean, yeah, everybody does it. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody does it. But did it a whole bunch in the very beginning when I started doing the transition. I want to change the subject just a minute. I weighed this morning. I broke my own rule. Usually I want to only weigh once a month. Damn, I gained 2 pounds. Gained 2 pounds. So that's why, you know, and I kicked the scale across the bathroom floor. I'm like, damn you. So, you know, I'm not going to do that anymore. I promise. Next time I weigh myself will be July the 1st, which is, you know, the first of every month. I'll do that. But I ain't going to sweat it because 2 good bowel movements and there's that 2 pounds, right? So I'm not going to sweat that. But anyway, just thought I'd throw that in. So anyway, getting back to the canned food thing. You know, I have a friend that says, oh God, canned spinach, how can you possibly, Hey, I can possibly, because I put vegetable broth in a saute pan. First I heat up the pan on medium heat, because I have Tefal saucepans or frying pan, and you know, it says never to use a flame on high, or never put it on high. You should only put Tefal on medium heat, because the heat distribution in the pan happens at medium heat thoroughly anyway. You get any hotter than that, things will start smoking. It's not good for the birds or dogs or whatever else you got there. So anyway, I'll turn up the flame to medium, let it heat up just a little bit. I will put vegetable broth, then I'll put onions or mushrooms. I'll drain that can of spinach. Drain it good. I mean, drain it good, like till it's as dry as you can get it. Squeeze that spinach out, and then I'll put that in the frying pan, and I'll saute it in vegetable broth and mushrooms, or vegetable broth and onions, and it's fine. It's good. It's delicious. I like balsamic vinegar on all of my greens. I don't care what it is. I like on my cooked greens. On my raw greens, if it's kale, I like to use like a citrus juice. You know, I like to squeeze an orange on it or a lemon on it. That's kale. I'll put kale in a bowl and put lemon juice in it and then squeeze it, like massage the kale, and just to soften it up, because it's sometimes kind of tough. And then, you know, I'll use that after it's, you know, softened up a little bit. Use that in a salad. But yeah, canned spinach, yeah, hell yeah. Eat it. It's spinach. I mean, Popeye. Come on, Popeye ate spinach out of a can. Didn't he? Anyway, so I hope today's topic on how to apply for SNAP, or if you qualify, will be an enlightening experience for you, because a lot of people qualify, especially those with families and have children, one parent working, or whatever the situation is. You qualify, and there's no need not to apply if you need it. I mean, it's not meant to be permanent. In my particular case, since I'm on disability, I don't know how permanent that's going to be. I'm hoping that as time goes by and what I eat improves my health, that I can get well enough and lose all this weight enough to get all this weight off of my bones and my knees and my shoulders and my neck, you know, to maybe I can go back to work too. Crossing my fingers there. and then I won't need it anymore. And that'll be a blessing. Because let me tell you, being on disability, it's a trap. You're in prison. It's humiliating. You feel like you've been defeated, and it's not a good place to be. So next time you hear somebody dissing somebody on disability, or you see somebody parking in a disabled spot that don't belong, speak up. Speak up. It's not what people think. It's, it's just not what people think. I mean, my example, I was doing really well. Had a 4-bedroom home, 2 cars, just me, not married. Doing well. I had a minivan for the kids because I was a foster parent, and had a in-home daycare too. And nice home, and then boom, it all came crashing in. And then I had to sell my 401k, cash it out to get by. Lost both cars. So it's not quite as cushy as people think. It's life altering, and just think your kids have to come with you on that journey. And it's when you want to be a good parent, you've always done well by them all those years, and then boom, life happened and it takes it all away. It's not fun. It's not funny. And until you walk in the shoes of someone going through that experience, you can't possibly know what that feels like. But if you are walking in those shoes right now, please, I implore you, go apply for SNAP. Every little bit helps in this situation, and there should be no reason for you to be ashamed or feel bad about doing what you need to do to improve the health and nutrition for your family. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you learned a little something, and let you know I'm here and I support you all the way. I wish you the very best for your families, and go out and be healthy. Eat healthy, because eating on the cheap really does not have to kill you. One more thing. I forgot to mention what you're going to need when you apply for SNAP. You will need your birth certificate and the birth certificate of everyone in your household. Social Security card, same thing, for everyone in your household. You will need a copy of your lease or your mortgage agreement. You will need your car registration and a photo ID. You will need your last 2 months of bank statements. You will need your last 2 months of utility bills. And if you pay a water bill, same thing. If you pay gas separate from electric, same thing. Last 2 months of those bills. If you have medications that you pay for, or the co-pays that you pay for, you'll need to get a printout from your pharmacist. And if it's more than $35 a month, you get consideration for that too. Let me see, is there anything else? All of your utilities, your lease, mortgage, whatever, car. I think that should be good right now. If you are working, and big misconception is people on SNAP are lazy, welfare cheats. Actually, more than or about half of everyone that's on SNAP program are either disabled children or working adults. So you will need 2 months worth of pay stubs. So the less money you make, the more food stamps you'll get. I'll give you an example. I have $904 a month of income. I get $118 in food stamps. My best friend, who is going through breast cancer right now, well, she's about a year outside of her last chemo. They had to stop it for other reasons, but at any rate, she gets $745 a month on SSI, and she gets $200 a month in food stamps. So depends on how much you make. Now my son in Colorado, who's a disabled Marine, he gets like $1,025 a month, so he's at the high end of that eligibility range. He would only get like $20 a month, so he don't bother with it, and I told him he should. $20 is $20. But so anyway, that's the paperwork you're going to need when you apply. So if you use the website and print the application for your area, or if your area has a downloadable form to fill out, print it out. Go ahead and attach all of that paperwork. Get copies of it. Do not mail your originals. Do not mail your originals. Okay? That's what you're going to need. And you can back the video up again to go back over what you need. Write that down. And because if you don't send them everything they're going to need, here's the option. You apply, then you wait. You get a letter in the mail. Then they're going to make an appointment for you to go in, or either have a telephone interview. So you have to wait for that. And then you're going to have to wait to get a letter in the mail that says what you need, which is going to be exactly what I just told you. Oh, and if you have any other medical expenses, dental expenses, that kind of thing, those too. Any kind of expenses you have, life insurance, car insurance, all of that. Include 2 months worth of bills for that. And if you don't have them right now, contact the company, ask them for a copy of your last 2 statements. They'll do that. Or if you have the same payment every month, like a car insurance or life insurance or what, do that too. If you have a life insurance policy and it's the kind that accumulates cash value, you're going to need a statement from your life insurance company telling them what the cash value is on that. Of course, Congress did recently pass new legislation that says that cannot count against you. So I just had to recertify, and they asked me for that, and I'm like, I don't know why, because it's not supposed to count anymore, but I gave it to them anyway, so whatever. But okay, so you're still waiting for them to send you a letter, tell you what you need, then you get the copies, then you mail it back, then you have to wait. Or you can just fill out the application, send them all of that at one time, or take it into your local office. They'll scan it into your file, and then you'll know right away. So be prepared, have what you need ready, and you'll be good to go. So I hope that helps. Sorry I had that afterthought, but it's real important. Have what you need, and all of that information that I just mentioned, you should have in a fireproof box or a very safe place in your home at all times anyway, because it doesn't matter what kind of assistance you're going to be applying for. If you need help with your rent or mortgage and you have to go to a local agency, they're going to ask you for all of that every time. So it's always best to keep that set of information handy in one place at all times and keep it current. Okay? So hope that helped you out. And I wish you well on your application journey. Please apply if you need it, even if it's just $15 a month. That is, a few healthy meals, whether it's beans, rice, broccoli, milk, whatever, or nut milk in my case, for your family. Every little bit helps. So please take advantage of it before Orange Man takes it away. Okay? Thank you.